Hello and welcome to another update video about Fantom. A lot of requests to cover Fantom again after it dropped so significantly. Before we start, a short episode of MCO Classics, more crypto online classics. Let's take a look at what we said about the price of Fantom on the 10th of January, and then I would like to show you some comments that I really appreciated at the time, because there have in these videos, when we talked about these price levels that we are finally have reached, by the way, even though we came even lower than I thought. But yeah, there was a lot of criticism. It was really brutal at times, really brutal. If because it was all analyzed from an objective point of view. And the problem is emotions always play a role, but there were quite a lot of nice comments, and I know a lot of these people who commented back then still watch today, and I'm really thankful for that. But let's play this snippet first. July, August, September, October in this impulsive move to the upside, and then you could call it here an impulse down, a wave A. You can also call it maybe an identify here various three-wave structures. In the end, this could become something like an extended correction here, this ABC. You can identify here probably like an WXY pattern, which is nothing different than an extended correction. So we start here with an ABC down, then you get this ABC up, which is basically a connection of two different ABCs, which would be forming a WXY pattern. Typically, just to keep it simple, don't want to really complicate these videos here with too many technicals, but that is what you can identify here in this move down. Also, what we saw here was a bit like a head and shoulders, for everybody who likes patterns. And then we bottomed out here at the low of this, in my view, wave A. In my view, then we started a move B up. This all looked very corrective, especially this move down here. Yeah, very, very corrective. This didn't look impulsive to me. And anything you saw here, in my view, this just looked corrective to me. Overall, what we saw here also was this strong retracement that we're seeing now. And in my view here, three-wave move. Overall, in line with this, and also in line with the expectation what other cryptos are doing, I made you aware that this, in my view, was a wave B. A wave B is very difficult to predict, so I don't want to make that much longer, but you can see where the wave C ended, which is basically here. What we could project at the time was the area between 53 cents and here the low of the wave A, which was at $1.13. At the time we were at $2.20, and I showed you that price target already back in December when we were here at the nearly at the all-time high. The only reason why the price did not, or the price target wasn't lower than the 88.7% level, than the 53 cent level and the 88.7% FIB level, is because if the price drops below that level, then it's looking very, very bad. Now, unfortunately, we did that, and we're going to take a look at that in the Fantom video now, but you can see that it so far worked out really well with Fantom. Even on this move up, we called here the turning point. That was amazing as well. Profit taking up here, and now we are down here. So hopefully we will see another move up like that. But what I really want to show you is just to appreciate some of these comments from back then. Here, Steve, for example, said that of course you also need me not just to call the bottoms, but also the next tops. Yeah, so hopefully there will be next tops. So thanks for your support. Generally from everybody else, even here Praxo as well, who said 55 cents only sound unrealistic if any other trader analyst stated it. As it's you, it's very realistic, Ben, and so on. So yeah, and a lot of everybody who here commented back then, obviously not that many viewers back then like today. Only 900 people watching that video, but thanks again for all your support, because it has been brutal along the way. It has been brutal, and what happened? Well, there you go. We finally reached it, and I really show you that because I really like to advocate the Elliott wave method, the application of the Elliott wave method, and how it was able for all the altcoins that I cover to forecast these price targets. Unfortunately for Fantom, we dropped actually below that level that I showed you back then. And since then I had to adjust to the higher level wave count, which is possible. So basically starting the Fibonacci waves or the wave count, not from here, not from 17 cents, because we did rush through that straight away. And when we dropped below that level here, it was over. We dropped significantly. Okay. So I switched over to the start from down here, pretty much at 0. And it shows us that we even dropped below that last Fibonacci level at 88.7%, here at 40 cents. We're currently trying to get back into it, but seem to be failing. And I can only tell you that, in my opinion, Fantom at the moment is very high risk. It is a very, very uncertain situation. Would Fantom still be in this blue target area? I'd be quite confident, because Fantom has dropped below it. I am a bit concerned about Fantom. Honestly, I am. Because the problem is, any asset that drops for a longer period of time below this 88.7% Fibonacci level is at high risk of not recovering at all ever. Yeah. However, I also need to say that, of course, from an Elliott wave point of view, that I see this here as a wave 1 and see this here as a wave 2. Theoretically, in a wave 2, you can come down all the way to the beginning, to the beginning of the wave count, which you could call here 17 cents, so the previous swing low. That is really, really the last straw I would give Fantom here. If it drops below that, in my opinion, the coin could really die. Until it reaches 17 cents, I still have hope, because generally I am an optimist, but I've said it many times before. I think in this current bear market and correction, I think we could see more coins die than we think today. And this is independent of the use case, independent of what kind of project it is, because nobody tells you that a fair price for Fantom is 35 cents. It could very well be also 5 cents. It is very hard to say. So it is still a very, very uncertain market, and therefore it is just my obligation to call out the risk here, because this coin dropped below the very last Fibonacci level that would give us hope that it can come to a quick recovery. It is just what it is, and hopefully, I give it another chance. I give it a chance to drop all the way down to 17 cents, and we may see this if there is another Bitcoin drop, because so far, even it hasn't recovered 20%, it has not come back above the 88.7% Fib level. It looks currently like we're just retesting this, and we could be following this channel to the downside. So I would be very, very happy had we been in this target area and had we seen a recovery from here. Some coins already moved out of their target area to the upside again. You can see where Fantom is lower than the target area, and this is high risk. I just have to say it. I'm not telling you that Fantom will die, but it is at very, very high risk. Okay, so just for that to come across, I personally expect another drop. This is based on my evaluation of the Bitcoin chart, but also here what Fantom is doing. Fantom has been making lower lows and lower highs throughout. We are far away from even breaking here through the 88.7% Fib level. So at the minimum, we would need to get above 40 cents. So it's not even doing that. So in my view, there will be lower levels, and 17 cents is a really, really critical level. That is also the last point where I would consider to buy Fantom, but I'm not buying Fantom at the moment because it has dropped for me too far. It is too much of a risk at the moment. It just is. And there will be, for me personally, it would make more sense just to wait now. For me, not telling you what to do, but to wait, because if we see a first impulsive structure from here, a first correction down, making a higher low, then it would be still time to get in. For now, at the moment, for me, it's too high risk to get into Fantom. I still hold my Fantom. I have some FTM left. I didn't sell everything up here. This was profit-taking area for anybody who's been following me. Unfortunately, only 900 people watched those videos in January. But still, I hold it, and if it's lost, it's lost. I hope it won't be lost. And if I say it will not recover, it doesn't mean that we couldn't make another high, but we might do something like what XRP did this time, and which means we are not going to make, could do something like that, and then we do that and do that, where we just don't see another all-time high. But that would be the point where I would try to get out. So this is how it is, and I just have to call the risks out as I see them at the moment, because at the moment it is a very uncertain market. I said it earlier today in the VeChain video. We have seen so much money to be burned in the last few days here and weeks, and from such a market cap, it is generally across all markets, really. It is something that has not happened like that before, in my opinion, not in one asset class like crypto. So it is really unprecedented moments here and times, and we don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, usually cryptos prices stocks would reverse in this area here between the 88.7% FIB level and the 78.6. It still has a chance, but to do it really needs to put the jetpack on and really start to move up now. And if it doesn't do that, high risk. I'm not going to touch it until we see here some sort of a live signal. And at the moment, I just don't. Yes, surely we could even see this here as a descending wedge, and that would be the optimistic point of view. And absolutely, if it breaks above that, that is a hope that I have as well. As I said, I'm an optimist. So, but first of all, again, we would need to break back into this 88.7% FIB level, yeah, and that is 40 cents. So let's get above 40 cents. Let's have hope. I like Fantom. It is really nice for swing trading, really nice waves up and down. That it would come down that far was up here not predictable, because you have to assume that a coin will stay alive. Therefore, this was just the last sensible level. Unfortunately, we dropped below it, so let's hope we are going to recover. In theory, the 17-cent level would still be okay, but ideally we need to recover very, very quickly above the 40-cent level to keep Fantom alive. We don't even see on the daily here a bullish divergence. Some coins show a bullish divergence already, quite a lot actually. Fantom doesn't even do that. It actually made a lower low on the daily RSI. Just another reason for concern. It just shows that the downtrend is far from over yet. Yeah, is far from over yet. Until we really see a bullish signal here, I'd be extremely, extremely careful. All right, that's my view of Fantom. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership and maybe even the trading course I'm currently publishing on morecryptoonline.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.